Another week, another bunch of new AI stories. Those people never sleep, do they? Always cranking out new robots. OpenAI has introduced a new neural theorem prover whose job it is to tackle math problems from high school Olympiad problems. This uses a new kind of curriculum learning called statement curriculum learning. If you haven't heard of it before, curriculum learning is exactly what it sounds like. When a teacher instructs you, you are participating in a curriculum, which governs when certain pieces of information are presented to you. So, as you might expect, curriculum learning is the process of deciding what order you feed the information to the deep network. The idea here is that the network can prove statements which can then be used to prove other statements. This sort of structure is exactly how humans prove math problems. Celestial AI has raised $56 million in their Series A to pioneer a new technology they call Photonic Fabric. Their Photonic Fabric technology uses light to transfer energy on and between chips. Quote, Celestial AI has developed an architecture that uniquely scales across multi-chip systems and greatly diminishes the development burden on AI teams, bringing new applications to market. As the world moves to increasingly complex AI models, we believe that Celestial AI's competitive advantage will only grow over time. The central argument for this new technology is that data movement is the critical bottleneck faced by most machine learning high-performance computing solutions. They hope this new photonic fabric will help them combat the diminishing returns we're seeing from Moore's Law. A new study by Washington State University has revealed that humans tend to prefer interacting with female robots versus male robots, and this is true especially when the robots have more human-like features. The lead researcher noted, people have a tendency to feel more comfort in being cared for by females because of existing gender stereotyping about service roles. That gender stereotype appears to transfer to robot interactions and is more amplified when the robots are more human-like. As robots take over more and more tasks typically fulfilled by humans, gender will play a role in how that transformation occurs. In a bit of political news, Democrats have introduced a new bill that proposes to audit how artificial intelligence handles Americans' data. Senator Wyden summarized the justification for the bill, quote, our bill will pull back the curtain on the secret algorithms that can decide whether Americans get to see a doctor, rent a house, or get into a school. Transparency and accountability are essential to give consumers choice and provide policymakers with the information needed to set the rules of the road for critical decision systems. This all comes at the same time as the IRS has recently sacked their initiative to use facial recognition to verify people's tax records. While well-intentioned, it may turn out to be technically difficult to audit all these diverse implementations across any number of different markets. In episode 6, The Book of Boba Fett, viewers were treated to a resurrected Luke Skywalker. After a less than stellar cameo in The Mandalorian, a user called Shamook corrected Luke's plastic appearance using a deepfake. The mouse gets what the mouse wants, and Mickey hired Shamook. And now, at long last, we've gotten a glimpse of his work, and it's fine. It certainly wasn't helped along by the computer-generated voice, which sounded very, very flat and lifeless. The issues have been chalked up to deepfake code using the Facial Alignment Network library. This library captures sparse features of the face. It's enough to capture things like the eyes and mouth opening and closing, but it's certainly not enough to capture micro-expressions. Despite that, the realism of Luke's appearance was pretty good, even if it was a bit off in terms of its ability to emote. I'm sure the filmmakers will discover new ways to improve it before his next appearance.